We are here. 2026 American Montessori Society Conference. And what can I tell you? I'm super excited to get a pulse on the humanization of education through Montessori. Can't wait to walk through the vendor hall. We're going to talk with a lot of folks today. We've got a lot of great interviews, as well as I just want to get the pulse on the ground. It's been 10 years since I've been to a Montessori conference. I jumped out of the Montessori world for a little while, but I'm excited to see where AMS lands today. And yeah, let's go check it out together. Here at AMS Conference 2026, we're here with
Kristen.
And
Molly.
Kristen and Molly, and where do you guys teach?
We teach in Newton, Massachusetts.
What are you guys excited about today?
I mean, I'm excited because it's been a long time for me too. The last one I went to was in San Diego, which was I think like 8 years ago. I feel like these things, sometimes it's a refresher and just reminding you of things you already know but have kind of gotten lost over the years if you've been doing this a long time.
Absolutely. How about you?
This is my first AMS conference, not my first like teaching conference, but my first AMS conference. And I'm an infant teacher, so I'm excited to like really dive into the infant perspective as opposed to going to, you know, a smaller conference where it's all either toddlers or elementary or something.
I was just going to say, I remember going to conferences a long time ago. I won't put a date on it, but there wasn't a lot of NIDO coverage. There wasn't a lot of new innovation in even materials and things like that. You see a lot of object permanent stuff, but like what else is there? And that being said, you know, we're all about the future of education, like really preparing kids for the future. Why or how do you see Montessori aligning with the future needs of a learner? It's a big question.
It is a big question. I mean, I think the best thing about Montessori in terms of preparing kids for the future is that I think it lays a foundation for whatever they're going to do in the future. I think parents ask all the time, how will they transition to public school? How will they transition into a prep school after Montessori? And I think Montessori, because it's whole child focus and it teaches them regulation and organization and time management, it just prepares them for whatever they are going to do. And of course, there's also the grace and courtesy piece and the peace curriculum, which is going to carry over into everything they do and just make them kinder, gentler people.
And even if they're not in Montessori in the future, it still helps them prepare for that.
Exactly.
It's such a foundation in things like you're describing executive functioning. And, you know, you almost look at Montessori as like, how did you think of all of this?
Oh my gosh, I know.
You know, so long ago. Where do you see innovation happening in Montessori? Do you see it in technology? Do you see it in other ways?
I know that there's a big push towards technology. I have mixed feelings about that. What I hope the future for Montessori looks like is more of the sort of interacting with the world, like sort of at the older levels, you know, creating businesses, middle schools on the farm, and incorporating those types of ideas even with the younger children.
I mean, just to build off of that, think like bringing technology in the classroom could either be a big success or a big hindrance. And I think if it's done well, then, you know, it'll be good for the future of Montessori. But I think we need to work on how to put it into the classroom positively.
All right, guys, Think Ring Collective here. We are here with two very special people. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and then I'm going to explain how I know both of them.
I'm Alex.
Hi, I'm Elijah.
This is Alex and Elijah. Alex's son, Mateo, went to Creative Gardens, my school, and Elijah was a student at the first Montessori school I ever worked at, Sunset Hills Montessori School. You guys just saw the keynote with the drummer. What'd you guys think?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah?
Amazing.
Amazing,
Yes.
and I feel lucky to have heard some
Yes.
Def
Oh, yeah.
Leppard out of Montessori.
Yes.
I know. I saw people dancing at like, what, 10 o'clock in the morning? Talk to me about Montessori and how it helps the future learner profile. And what I mean by that is what kids will need to know 20 years from now. How do you think Montessori education prepares learners for that now?
I mean, to be presenting something new, that it's okay to not know it at the beginning and to ask questions.
So curiosity.
Curiosity.
I'll say that the way that Montessori prepares them, I feel like they're going to be more adaptable to a future that experts and many people still don't know what to expect fully today even. So I feel like it gives them many more opportunities to succeed.
I miss your family. Say hi to your mom and dad. Yeah, absolutely. And thank you so much, man. Give me a hug, man. It's good seeing you, man. We're in the vendor hall of AMS 2026. We're here with
Oliver. How you guys doing?
Oliver, the man, showing me Storyline. Tell us a little bit about Storyline.
So our idea is essentially, we think that teachers need a little bit of help in the class. We think teachers need to spend more time focusing on nurturing and educating kids, and all that data annotation, observation work can be done better by machines. So using 8 cameras on the roof of a classroom, we created an AI teaching assistant for every classroom.
Guys, we are here with the legend. I'm sorry, but I have to say it. In Montessori, Tim Selden. Tim, how are you today? I was telling Tim earlier that this book specifically, How to Raise an Amazing Child in the Montessori Way, I've recommended 500 times in my teaching career. What inspired you to write that?
Well, I've written a lot of other books as well, but basically I felt somebody needed to write to parents about how to bring Montessori in their home and not try to convince them they should be homeschooled. So it's just Montessori is a way of life in a home. There's another companion book called Montessori for the Family that elaborates beyond that and takes it all the way through.
What do you see the role of parent buy-in in Montessori for the child?
Well, I think if there's no parent buy-in, it's just not going to work. I think Montessori does great for pretty much any kid. But if a parent really wants something different, then it's not going to work for the individual.
That's
evolve into action, and at last into pet.
okay, guys. Here, lunchtime AMS conference. It's been quite the experience. I've run into a ton of former colleagues. I don't wish I would have videoed this very human experience, because I'll leave it and savor it for what it was. Excited to talk with him, to hear where AMS is going, and overall how Thinkering Collective can support AMS's mission. Yeah, stay tuned.